I spit it like a pot. It's real, my block pump pill, cocaine and bud. The fans in town, they and my souls got me nuts. Sixes and wipe your ass down. I know niggas out lurking right now. I know niggas pockets hurting right now. I know niggas that got birds and brick houses. Still a catch on sixes and wipe your ass down. Hoes bring hoes out. And 25 to L bring a snitch out of a nigga. A chopper with a drum bring a bitch out of a nigga. You ain't never heard about me, better ask about a pistol. I was raised in the jungle. Got it straight out the mud. Where I'm from, it ain't no Crips and Bloods. It's just clicks and thugs. Keep a Glock clip full with slugs. And if I ever hold a nigga, better get it in blood. Ain't with that whole shit.
Fuck all your lies, what you were listening to. This is your demise. That track you dropped, that had the force of a fly. I'm a kamikaze fighter pilot. I die, you die. Nice try though. Elementary flow, that is a no-go. Wookie motherfucker going die slow with what I know. Stalking life online, you got the rep of a troll. Touching all little girls, bitch, that's how you roll. Wise, no smart guy, heard you told. Officer talking, underage stalking, thank God. After your ass, he broke the mold. Your baby mama gave up the info, now I done heard enough. Call my PA here, just have him film your next video, make it a snuff. We talking tough, straight out of Sharon. A weirdo body go missing and not a damn person caring. What up, weirdo? I'ma make you famous, catch a buzz. Heard you traveling the crib, well let's bang. What up, cuz? God tier over here, listen to the sound. You keep talking that bullshit, get another beat down. Already whooped once for running that bitch ass mouth. By the way, you know Fly Zone, the Youngstown. Mark fuck tracks, we can really throw down. I crush crowns like you, certified bozo, homie. Think we playing? I got an army nationwide, the alliance. You gonna die trying to keep up aggressive defiance. Your reliance on fuckery have me talking gangster, but then you ducking me. But luckily you ain't a threat. Annoying pest, I'll flick you out my fucking chest. Annoying as fuck, but barely causing any stress. Best bet, travel the crib, travel with a vest to protect your neck. No respect, we flow, no vocabulary, low diction. And we won't talk about your little rape conviction. Keep it up, you'll see what happens when it go too far. Wanna be snitch can never be a net.
Ladies and gentlemen, how are we doing this evening? Welcome to Aggressive Defiance TV, where we are just going to aggressively defy everything. How y'all doing this evening, man? We're gonna have to get on you, 1090. Yeah, you ain't safe tonight neither, sir. You see, we got to call it like we see it. Jack, you ain't safe tonight either, sir. Sorry, we got to pick on two clowns. We got to pick on two idiots that think that just the internet ain't going to pick up on everything. I don't get how you got one guy by the name of Jack Frost that will come on this motherfucker and tell you how much he's against snitching, telling, ratting, all that shit. He's just against it, right? Let me get some of these lights calmed down for you. That's my weirdo vibe, you know. I keep the weirdos away like that. It's kind of easier that way. You know, they can't watch the very beginning. How y'all doing, man? Thank you for joining us this evening. We are AggressiveDefiance TV, where we aggressively defy everything. You see, Jack, you come on here and you're like, oh, we're going to get on 1090 Jake tonight. We're going to get on old 1090 Jake tonight, man. But you see, sir, you can't do that. Because wasn't it just yesterday you were using the man's content and shouting him out? Is this not the case? Is this not what we're doing here? What the fuck is really going on, homie? Like, one day you can use his content, but today you can go at him like he's a bitch? Bro, the only bitch we see here you is Jack. It's Jack, man. Shout out to motherfucking Dog Soldier, man. You know, I knew it was Dog Soldier without even having to see the name. I just knew it because I seen that one motherfucking word. Salt for the Slug Twins. Ooh, the Slug Twins. Yeah, man. Dog Soldier said, who's next? Woo! Yeah. Shit's fire. Shout out to my man, Dog Soldier, man. Piece of Big Pac. Shout out to motherfucking Soldier. Man, we got an army on these motherfuckers, man. We got an army on these motherfuckers, man. Jack, you do remember, right? You can't not remember, right? I remember, Jack. Maybe it's that alcohol, sir. Maybe it's that good old alcohol. Because from what I remember, it was shout out to 1090 Jake. Shout out to 1090 Jake for letting me use the content. Shout out to 1090 Jake. Oh, you don't remember this, Jack? It wasn't even a whole 24 hours, man. It wasn't a whole 24 hours before you decided to all of a sudden clout jump. That's what I call it because you ain't popping. And you must have watched 050, huh? Yeah, you have. You have. We're going to get on this, y'all, because this is going to lead us into both of these fucking idiots. Like 1090 Jake, you ain't getting off of this too easy either, sir. Because, see, over here on AggressiveDefiance TV, we was already on your head. We've already been on your head. You know, as soon as the self-snitching attorney spoke about you, telling everybody else how much someone's snitching when they didn't even snitch. But yet you know that there's fucking footage out there of you telling everybody in the world that they got all these drugs and stuff in prison. They surely do. You didn't even try to be a Jack Frost and get in front of this information? Nah, man, you guys just think this shit ain't gonna surface. But Jack,
Argue with another platform. I don't want to argue with him. Right?
I got
But we got your
more
ass.
important things that I would like to happen in the world than me just having discord.
Watch how easy this is to smother both of these fools. It's kind of simple.
Tell me about him. Tell me about your relationship.
That's the dude. They say that's the dude from D Block. They're like,
What do you know his name?
First of all, shout out to 1090 Jake for making this available.
Ho. What? What the fuck did you just say?
Tell me about him. Tell me about your relationship.
that's the dude. They say that's the dude from D Block. They're like,
What do you know his name?
First of all, shout out to 1090 Jake for making this available.
Oh, it's only good for you when you can use it towards your narrative, huh, Jack? It's only good for you when we can use this towards your narrative, right? Because to see the very fucking next day, you trying to ride him. You see, you're the person that no one needs near them. Nah, man, you the worst kind of person, Jack. You are the worst kind of person in the whole fucking world, bro. See, you are the evil. You are the evilness that you get up here and that you preach about. You are the motherfucking evil. Because it wasn't even 24 hours. It wasn't even 24 hours that you say. Shout out to 1090 Jake for making this information available. It works towards my narrative today. But today, fuck 1090 Jake. He's a culture vulture. I hate these fence riding ass motherfucking people, man. Get the fuck out of here, dude. I hate these fence riding ass two-faced motherfucking preach good in your face, and as soon as you turn your motherfucking back, these bitches is hoes. These motherfucking men are whores. And I'm not saying that they're not female. They're fucking whores. That's exactly what they are. Straight up turn around and act like a whore right behind your back. They don't give a fuck if the whole world's watching. They don't give a fuck. He turned right around before 24 hours is even up and had 1090 Jake in his goddamn his fucking video. Trying to go at the man.
A lot.
Shit, he watched on
so I have a thing to talk about the Democrats today if we get to it. I don't know if we're gonna
get to it.
we gotta get this guy off the books. That's one. Two, Tory Lanez should have had a better defense.
Now fuck Tory Lanez
experience. And I just wanted to shout that out because, I've had quite a couple experiences in there that was just like, what the fuck, man? I can't believe it. But it was a pleasant experience, and I wanted to tell you about that. Remember,
another fucking weirdo fucking shopping store experience today, huh? This seems to happen daily, you guys. This seems to happen every single day. His shopping store experience, but it's a fucking story. You motherfuckers over there are gotta be half retarded. I'm just gonna start saying it.
The people who don't like me pull up actively to where I live and try to get the people
no, they don't.
Where I live to do shit to try to fuck my life up. You understand? They're mad that I live inside of a gated community because they want to have the ability to be able to like door in
both, right?
Like you understand what I'm saying? So they pissed off at that. So they want me to move somewhere where they can have that access.
1090 Jake, you started with motherfucking.
With that being said,
you started with prison content, but all along you tell them what the prisoners are getting popped for while they're actively in the joint, homie. Ain't no rest for the wicked, man. Ain't no rest for the wicked, man.
They're pissed. They are pissed because they want to have better access. They want to be able to have 24-hour access to trying to traumatize.
Fuck anybody does.
You know what I'm saying?
You have to.
With that being said,
ain't nobody worried about your fucking access.
I want to say something about this.
Outside your fucking mind. Fuck you.
I'm going to tell you the problem with his platform right now, up and down. Y'all guys are going to love it. Y'all not going to stop watching them. The people that watch 1090 Jake, they're not going to go nowhere. The people that promote 1090 Jake, they're not going to go nowhere. It don't matter. He could come out and say these things that I'm about to say right out of my own mouth, right out of his own mouth. It won't matter.
Tried to be Hassan Campbell and tried to be 050.
I'm gonna say that real quick because of the state that black people are in. Shout out to Hassan Shipman, salute. Shout out to
Hassan Campbell, huh?
Because of the shape that black people are in, he can do and say whatever he wants. He's not going anywhere. We don't love ourselves enough.
You're fucking stupid.
You understand? We don't love ourselves enough. I'm basically saying,
absolutely.
I'm basically talking the same shit I always talk.
Absolutely,
I'm gonna be saying similar things to what I always say.
But I also want to see this guy, 1090 Jake, walking anything he's done wrong back either. So get the fuck out of here with that shit. If you actively on the internet telling people that somebody fucking snitched and the attorney comes on and says, actually, the guy didn't snitch at all, 1090 Jake, you're supposed to get on here and walk it back. As a man, you're supposed to get on here and walk it back. What the fuck is wrong with these people not being able to walk nothing back, man? Or they got their guts pulled from them? They ain't got their nuts in their hands? Now, Jack, I don't give a fuck about who is around him, who's his friend, who's co-signing for me. That's got nothing to do with 1090 Jake and the way I feel about people around him. Because we know what you were getting at, Jack. You were trying to make people believe that Zeke's a bad person now, too, weren't you? Ain't going down like that. Sorry.
I'm not changing none of the precepts of what I talk about. This is the basic understanding of what I've always spoken. We have to love ourselves more. The reason why a lot of these things is happening to us in our community because we're busy fighting each other rather than fighting the actual thing that we should be fighting, and that's sin. We're not supposed to be fighting other human beings neither. We're supposed to be fighting Satan. We're supposed to be fighting sin. We're supposed to be fighting all of the things that enable us or encourage us to do things against what
little narrative didn't work again.
The meaning of life.
Damn.
The meaning of life is to find your purpose so you can serve God. That's the meaning of life. To find your purpose so you can serve God.
Me and you two are going to have such an amazing time together. When I'm able to actually sit back and talk to someone over there, we're going to have such an amazing time together.
That's what we're here to find our purpose so we can serve the Most High. Yeah. Now, I want to say this about 1090 Jake, and I want to be clear on this. I don't want there to be no misunderstanding. People have asked me to speak on him before. He makes content that puts us in prison. He's 100% a snitch. He's always been a snitch. All of his content is snitch content.
He's a snitch? He's a snitch. He's a snitch. Well, fuck. So you're now calling the man a snitch when I don't think what he did was snitching at all, really. I mean, he did have a prison channel, right?
All right, let me get this up. What in the hell? You just called me up and asked me. I don't even know what you're talking about. No, okay. But that was a hospital calling, so that might be the Most High telling me to go get that surgery.
You fucking hear this?
Or whatever they was looking for.
It could have been the hospital calling, so it was the Most High telling me to go get that surgery. And how much do you guys believe over there?
Tell me about your relationship.
That's the dude. They say that's the dude from D Block. They like.
What do you know his name?
What, Jack? What did you say?
First of all, shout out to 1090 Jake for making this available.
That's all I needed. You're a fucking dumbass. Not even 24 hours later.
But I can't stand here and tell you not to fuck with him because he's a snitch. Because that would be me saying I don't want crimes to be solved. Man. I want crimes to be solved. I just don't want you committing them.
The things that you stand up here and preach on are exactly the things that you do. You're the exact evil that no one needs around them that you preach about, Jack. You're the exact evil. You didn't give the man 24 hours before you jumped on that clout train. He's a snitch.
So I can't make content saying this nigga's a snitch. Don't
snitch or not. There's not
That's
enough.
what people are doing. That's backwards.
There's not enough footage to say he's a snitch
It's
right
not
now.
only that he's a snitch, which is bad enough.
You're
Especially
just using the most worst possible words you can to hope to maybe get some traction and maybe get your ass viral for getting beat up again. How about that?
He's helping to put niggas in jail. Imagine how many times he's helped the police lock niggas up. People ain't gonna stop watching his platform, though. That shit that came out is proof that he helps the police lock niggas up. I look at his content. I know he helps the police lock niggas up. Because most of his content you can't get but except for from the police when you work with them. That's the part they won't tell you. That's the part they won't tell you. There's content creators out here that work with the police. There's content creators out here that specifically makes content to sniff out gangs.
Make it the worst possible thing you can, Jack.
Specifically. And y'all love these niggas.
Nah, we don't like
just
you
so
at
y'all
all,
can be
bro.
clear of why I'm mad
you
at
need to bounce, Pimp.
1090 Jake is creating the content that is
where you're
exacerbating
at,
the situation and making money off of it.
You ain't wanted here, man. 1090 Jake, the way you
1090 Jake is making content that's exacerbating the situation and then making money off of it. He's making money off of it. I'm just
gonna be completely honest, man.
You don't think the police is paying him?
You really are out here lying to people about your past.
So the government and the police is paying him to put out the propaganda, because that's what he's putting out. Put out the propaganda that he's putting out.
I got 1,000 fucking.
And then he getting paid on the other end when y'all go watch the fucking videos.
My son said, "Get rid of all the
This nigga was literally helping them find drugs and weapons and paraphernalia and everything else in the
Shout
prison.
out to the fucking aggressive gang out there, though. Yeah, man, we could touch on all these topics.
Whose man is this?
Talking about he's a slime ball for that dude. Salute to
whose man is that,
man?
I'm about to tell y'all some real shit, man. Be prepared. Whose man is that?
Whose man is that? Watch him try to play.
Whose man is 1090 Jake?
New York dude now. Not gonna happen, Jack. We don't think that's going to take more than that. Not gonna happen. Pimp.
Whose man is 1090 Jake?
He's looking for another world star moment, but he's hoping it ain't one like he had before. That motherfucker is a piece of shit, bro. It ain't waiting 24
Put it in the chat. Bro. Whose man is 1090 Jake? No. Whose man is 1090 Jake?
Why you always talking weird, though?
There's a couple of street niggas.
Man,
and his name is Jake.
Gay, bro.
There's a couple of street niggas in New York that was co-signing him. I'm not going to say nothing. There's a couple of niggas from New York that ain't in New York no more that's co-signing him.
Oh, who did he mean by that?
There's some people that I don't fuck with that was co-signing him. I'm not gonna say nothing.
That's gonna change no one's mind on why we like Zeke.
But who man is 1090 Jake?
But why I like
that's the part y'all don't
I ain't gonna say we, because I understand it's a personal preference. I fuck with Zeke, and that ain't gonna change the way I fuck with Zeke. Stupid ass. You take a shot, any shot you can.
DJ Academics.
It don't make sense. I would like to know who that was in his chat earlier.
Think about all of the New York City bloods you've been seeing them niggas hang out with. 1090 Jake. What New York City bloods do you keep hearing speaking his name like it's a good thing on their page?
Look at this man. He can't even speak in his own house. I'm sorry. I'm being too loud. Talking about 1090 Jake, they got on your ass, didn't they? 1090 Jake should be held up to the responsibilities of any other man, dude. If he's out here fucking telling the goddamn police the shit in the goddamn the prison, he should be held up to that standard. Nothing wrong with holding a man to the standard.
Listen and pay attention, because I'm yelling. He might be. Hold on, give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
Yeah. This dude lets you in a glimpse of his life, but it ain't the glimpse he wants you to see. It's always something different, right? I love my neighbors. They love me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then the motherfucker on his door telling me, quiet the fuck down.
So hold on. I just want to be clear about this. I asked my neighbor, was I being too loud? He's like, nah, man, don't worry. You good. I love my neighbors, man. I feel comfortable. Like, I love my neighbors, man. For real.
Fuck, man. It's your fucking neighbors. Not
so hold on. Listen, pay attention.
Partner.
I'm not coming at nobody. I'm just stating facts. How many New York niggas did you see co-signing this nigga? Do you understand how easy it is to have a snitch amongst your friends? This nigga's a real snitch. How many street niggas was co-signing this nigga? He's a real.
If you want to know the facts here, Jack, it's not snitching. It's not snitching. He had a prison channel. Did you know that, Jack? You do know that, right? Okay. I think you should know that.
Snitch. He's not even a snitch. He's the dude. He's a CEO, Chris.
Whoa.
He's CEO, Chris nigga.
Whoa.
He's lining niggas up. He's not just snitching on niggas. He's giving people the ability to do the crime, and then he lining niggas up because that's what he is.
This dude went from thank you 1090 Jake for putting this content that I want up, but the next day you're a fucking snitch. You're a CEO Chris snitch type. You know, you know what's even worse about this guy? I was able to go get that content yesterday where he's shouting out 1090 Jake. He don't care. He don't care who sees it. He don't give a fuck. He's a low down, backstabbing, conniving fucking snake. That's who the fuck Jack Frost is. He isn't back on his Jack Frost shit because Jack Frost shit is actually shit. Your fucking channel's doing no numbers. You're not breaking 1,000 on anything, Pimp. You're not breaking 1,000 views on YouTube at all.
So how many of these niggas you see that call themselves real street niggas have been bigging this nigga up over the last year too? Man. Now, I've been telling you some of these niggas don't got no integrity. Now do you believe me?
Nope, because you just showed us why you have any.
I'm not even out in the street doing nothing. I've been telling you that these dudes didn't have any integrity.
You have no integrity. You just talked about, man.
I've been telling you that these dudes do anything for the money. Now do you believe me? I've been telling you that these dudes do anything for the clout. Now do you believe me? Go pay attention to who wasn't fucking with him. You
are the motherfucker. Just you hear that?
That's all.
Go pay attention.
Now you believe me?
Bitch, the day before you were using his content.
Or you still don't believe me. No matter how much, no matter how often I'm telling you,
the content up. Like,
no matter how often I'm right, is this still one of those situations that people are just always going to say I'm wrong? I'm asking. God, is this one of those situations?
I'm doing myself no justice.
So now, how often have I been right?
I'm not.
Let's just be clear on this. I don't know 1090 Jake from
having a
freaking
5th grade level of education. He wants to do all that shit. But he didn't answer one honest word from that man in that chat today. He did not. He deflected every bit of it like a fucking whore would, and you ran from everything the man had to say. Or the lady had to say. It doesn't matter. Bitched your ass.
I ain't never met this nigga.
Yeah.
Now, how often have I been right about these people? I've been right almost every single time. You think that's not God-given?
You're right about, dude. You just used this man's content the day before, you piece of dirt. You're the lowest kind of person that you have on this planet, dude. Snake. He's a fucking snake. He's these YouTube-ass snakes. This is what this motherfucker is. He'll use your fucking content and call you a snitch the very fucking next day from using snitch content. This man actually used 1090 Jake's snitch content to go at a snitch and then turned around and called 1090 Jake a snitch. Fuck you, Frost.
I'm just asking. You don't think that's God-given? I told y'all the food prices was going to go up. Have you seen eggs?
Fucking dirty, dude.
When did I tell y'all food prices was going to go up?
Filthy,
like last April, right?
You're
last March, April. I said, yo, food prices is going to go up by the end of the year. Anybody remember me telling y'all that? I even told you why the food prices was going to go up.
Yeah.
Y'all remember that? Now everybody acting like they surprised. The eggs is a fucking $10 for a gallon.
I'm not leaving 1090 Jake out of this as far as doing something wrong. I'm actually not, man. But you know, the point is this.
So that's
I'm
what
not
we're
gonna
doing.
get
We're
out
just
there
gonna,
and fucking dogging about something I
because
did
I
not
have
see him
people
do.
that's hating on
You
me
ain't
and
getting
want
out
me to
and do
fail.
a
We just
snitch
gonna
move,
believe.
man.
I have to prove everything every single time, even though I'm consistently correct, even though I'm
But I can
consistently
still
right,
ride his head.
even though I'm
I know he
consistently
was
telling
had a
you who these
fucking
people
prison
are
channel, and then he did shit
consistently.
like that. That ain't fucking cool. So what do you do
Shout
now?
out to the Most High for this.
That's just all that does for me. But as far as him, it hurts even worse because this bitch motherfucker
Consistently.
content. It's weird, man. It's fucking weird, bro. Like, dude, and then you still got the content.
Shout out to Son Shipman
You got
with
people
the $10 drop.
following
He said he's enjoying the show. He's
fuck out
dropping
of here. Y'all are weird.
all of the things. If anybody else is enjoying the show, you can always pull up to
Y'all
the
are
Cash App, the
weak,
Super
especially
Chat,
for
or you
rude.
can just
Don't know
become
about
a member
God.
of the BBN gang. You can join the Green Team.
You didn't make no damn sense either.
Think about it like this. If you really, really, really want to support the platform, Green Team is the way to go.
Did I not?
And from there, you decide what you want to do.
Did
But
I
if
not?
you really, really want to
Telling
support the
y'all this.
platform,
He's
Green Team is
pushing
the
an
way to go.
agenda to get that fucking monthly fucking money, man. You
And that
ain't
is not no
feeling
money in my
nobody
pocket.
fucking with me, homie.
More than anything
On
else,
your
that's
top.
money to YouTube.
I am
Green Team is the
on
way to go.
your top.
What do you BMF says? They like 25 for 24 on them
I'm
shits.
putting it in
It's
him, yo.
crazy. I knew it was gonna go up. 25 for 24
I'm
on
that
what?
motherfucking
Explain.
knife
I
that
missed. I'm
he is
talking
to
about a bunch of
everybody
this.
else.
But yo, look, listen, pay attention.
I'll be that too.
How many of these dudes, these street dudes, this is why I keep trying to tell y'all, we live in a different day and age.
I'll be
These
that
niggas
too.
can be brought off for fame or money. It don't gotta be, it could be one or the other. Eggs, that's crazy, right? Fame or money. These dudes could be brought off. They're gonna tell you I'm being bought. They're gonna tell you all of this shit about me.
You
Because
ain't
I'm
being
exposing
bought. You
these
get no
niggas.
fucking money.
You understand?
I don't either though, false. So it's cool.
I just keep it quiet because unless you want to know the truth, it don't matter. It don't matter if you're telling somebody the truth if that's not something that they want to hear. You understand?
No.
You're gonna tell them the truth, they're gonna get cognitive dissonance.
You
see
just
what I'm saying?
up on a guy
So
18 hours later.
1090 Jake is 100% an agent. 100%.
You don't even know who the dude is, bro.
Now, who has he been hanging out with in your community?
You don't even know who the dude is.
What gang niggas he been hanging out with?
I don't even know who the dude is. I don't think he's on the internet.
So these niggas just sold y'all up the
He's got
river
a
for a
pretty
little bit of
good
clout.
lifestyle, bro.
These niggas are selling their communities up the river for a little bit of clout. I have all of the problems
That's
in the
what
world in
you're
the
doing.
community, and I still come up here every single day trying to say the thing, hoping that people
Lie.
listen, that can help get our
And
community
lie.
in the right direction.
Still, everyone
But you're
else
trying to
is
tell me
talking points,
These
man.
other dudes just sold their
Your
community out for a
talking
little bit of
points are
clout.
weak, yo. We've been on 1090. I've done said something about 1090.
So you believe
Not
these
gonna walk
channels
back
that
what
say
I've
that they
said
want better
either.
shit in the hood, but all they want to do is argue with one another all day? You believe these channels? When they say,
I'm
yo,
not
we
worried
gotta
about
stop
this
the violence in
YouTube
the hood,
shit.
but all they do is
No,
argue with each
I'm
other all
not.
day. That's
I'm a
90% of
grown-ass
their content
man.
is disrespecting another man.
And if you do something on YouTube
You
that I
believe these
disagree
guys?
with, I might say something about it. I might say something about it. Am I holding 1090 Jake to the
I'm just asking.
crazy ass standard Frost
Let's
is
read
all
our
of a
word. I wanted to
sudden?
read it 2
Nope.
seconds ago, but my phone was off.
Nope.
1 Corinthians 10.
But does he need checked? Yes.
1 Corinthians.
Am I the person to checking? Nope.
This is gonna be long.
Nope. But I'm gonna say something
Maybe I
about
just
it.
read the part that's applicable for what we're doing. I read the part that's applicable to what we're doing. Warning from Israel's history. Warnings from
Here's the way
Israel's
I feel.
history.
Okay, we're gonna touch the 1090 Jake shit that way we can touch it and get back off of it, right? Because I got bigger fish to fry, but it really ain't bigger fish. Here's the thing with 1090 Jake, man. Now we seen what he did, right? With the whole telling about the prisons, having everything, but a lot of K2 and all that shit. Okay, here's the deal. What I like, I gotta say about this: the young man had a prison channel, and that's supposed to be his basis on his whole being on YouTube, right? Besides that, he's a blood dude and he's white. He's a prison channel. So did he do wrong while a prison channel to get to where he is now? Would that not be questioned a long time ago? He would have not gotten to where he was right now had that came out a long time ago. Mark my words, man. He's got too many blood dudes behind him to even let that go. Had he been checked about it back then.
1 Corinthians 1, and we're gonna read to 1 Corinthians 12. For I do not want you to be ignorant of the fact, brothers and sisters, that our ancestors were under the cloud.
But I'm not a gang member either, so.
And that they all passed through the sea. They were all baptized into Moses in the cloud and in the sea. They all ate the same spiritual food and drank the same spiritual drink. For they drank from the spiritual rock that encompassed them, and that rock was Christ. Nevertheless, God was not pleased with most of them. Their bodies were scattered in the wilderness. Now, these things occurred as examples to keep us from setting our hearts on evil things as they do. Do not be idolaters, as some of them were, as it is written. The people sat down, drank to eat, pardon me. The people sat down to eat and drink and got up to indulge in revelry. One should not commit sexual immorality, as some of them did. And in one day,
how hard? Yeah, now he's a king, and all of a sudden
we should not test Christ, as some of them did,
right from
and were killed by snakes.
I mean, you gotta fucking wonder,
and do
man.
not grumble, as some of them did, and were killed by the destroying angels. These things happened to them as examples and were written down as warnings for us, on whom the culmination of the ages has come. So if you think you are standing firm, be careful of what you do, that you do not fall. No temptation has overtaken you.
Look at this clown.
No temptation has overtaken you except what is common to mankind. And God is faithful. He will not let you be tempted beyond what you can bear. But when you are tempted, He will also provide a way out so you do not endure it. Why do they consistently give us verses that speak on what I'm talking about
where this man's
every day?
Done anything? Show me.
Just so we can be clear, basically,
don't talk
this
about
is saying, I'm not sure if these were actual snakes,
show me,
or if these were the proverbial snakes that human beings are. But they said we should not test Christ, as some of them did, and they were killed by snakes.
Get the fuck out of here.
And just so we can be clear, earlier in that same passage, it says, "For I do not want you to be ignorant of the facts, brothers and sisters, that our ancestors were all under the cloud, and that they all passed through the sea. They were all baptized into Moses
every fucking morning, trying to preach.
They ate the same spiritual food, drank the same spiritual drink, for they drank from the same spiritual rock that accompanied them, and that rock was Christ." The good word is important.
You're so fucking crazy. It's pitiful.
Those who do not listen to the good word, when bad things happen to you,
the natural person,
you turned away from God.
Every natural person,
you can only get to God through Christ. So we have to turn to the man that we know is Jesus Christ to get to the Most High. But what do people turn to? People turn to people.
Yeah.
People turn to individuals that go off of their own understanding.
Help, bro. You don't get popping without help, man. Unless YouTube like
we're not supposed to do that.
That's the only other way.
We're not supposed to go off with our own understanding.
I mean, I agree. I'm not the person that.
Whenever you hear somebody say, "Oh man, I know that person," so you using your own understanding.
I'm not gonna wage a war on, let's say 1090 Jake against a platform that's so many hundreds of thousands of fucking people. I can't wage that war. Only I can point out what I think he's done fucking wrong, and he should have been checked on a long time ago. Absolutely. 1090 Jake should have been checked on that shit before he even become a hip-hop snitch paperwork channel. Absolutely. And now he's not going to be checked on it, but it's still not my fucking checking. And it ain't none of the it's the motherfuckers that put him on to what he's doing. I feel like this guy is my checking. You feel me now? Like, he's up my alley. Even though he's got 65,000 subs, I wasn't scared to start going at his fucking ass. He don't worry me. His people don't worry me. If they're with him over there, they're not.
They try to tell me about another human being. How can you be right?
I'll take logic over illogic.
Explain that to me. You can't be. You're using your own understanding to tell me about what you think about another. Your opinion.
A community of people.
I want to know why we choosing opinion over facts.
Some people ain't hurt. I get it.
First Corinthians, shut up.
This guy
that
here,
was a warning.
The dirtbag.
Don't turn away from the Most High. Don't turn away from the man that we know is Christ.
Yep, we won't. We won't.
You can't get to God except for through him.
You ain't gonna be the fucking guy.
That's trying to get to Christ through people.
I like these little disposables too. These little bitty motherfuckers. They're awesome. They only go like 800 hits, but they're fucking flavorful.
I'm gonna send y'all to a commercial break real quick.
What kind of content did we get right there before we got a commercial break?
And then we're gonna go in on 1090J.
No, you can't.
And I might show y'all the clip. You just
can't go in on 1090 Jack, because let me tell you something.
Might show y'all the clip.
You have to thus be doing just as good as 1090 Jake. And then
this is probably one of the best songs.
Go in on him because of this. You don't live better than him. You don't take care of your own responsibilities. That's one motherfucking thing I see from Jake on his Instagram. He is with his child every single day of the week. Every day. Got a beautiful little girl, homie. Keep doing your thing, Jake. When it comes to that, I cannot slander that. Jack, you run from those responsibilities, sir. You even talk like they shouldn't be your responsibility.
I was trying to get my coffee ready that time. My coffee was not ready, so I'm just going to go get it. There's no reason to send us to another.
Watch this, how fast he starts wrapping his hands around this hot cup of coffee. This hot-ass cup of coffee. You would think you wouldn't be able to wrap your hands around a hot cup of coffee like that, right? That's why they have handles. Doesn't go at it like it's hot ever. Just watch the character, man. This is Jack Frost as a character. He lies about everything on his goddamn show.
I changed my coffee to I bought some Bustelo today, so changed my coffee. With that being said, let's get to the show. I'm gonna play the clip.
Take a sip right out, no matter if it's hot or not. He don't ever check.
Let me make sure. Make sure if I have it queued up already. If I don't,
I think that's some more whiskey in that cup,
right
Jack.
I'm gonna play the 1090J.
Jack Daniels. You can't find it
on the fence whether I should play it or not, because I know
where it's at.
His backers are. Besides the actual government, he has other people backing him, and I got to decide whether I want to have problems with him. See, before when we first started,
dipshit,
and I was covering this other stuff.
Shout out to YouTube for letting me know. You're learning, Jack.
It was different. We had enough support over here that I felt comfortable going after.
YouTube told him that you're learning the copyright claims, huh?
Certain topics. Yes, I see you. I'm
aggressive
close
copyright laws.
Sheesh. But you got OnlyFans.
Fire
See what I'm saying?
comment.
No, I don't want to look at your freaking OnlyFans. I'm not.
Nobody gives a fuck about that big old lie you're telling about somebody being on OnlyFans. Shut up.
I'm not doing that.
There wouldn't be a woman out there in life to dream about having sex with you or sending you anything to do with Icy Queen.
No, I can't make somebody an Icy Queen that has an OnlyFans.
He's lying.
It's not.
That's a lie, you guys.
If you
That's
take
a
it,
utter,
if you're getting naked and you take
terrible
your
lie.
off and
no one wants to be near this fucktard ever.
There's little girls out there. I can't promote you. I'm sorry. If people watching your content, I'm sorry. I just can't promote you. You gotta. So I believe that the person has an OnlyFans where they might be taking their clothes off and getting naked and stuff. That's not what Icy Queens do. You understand what I'm saying? Like there's a standard.
Oh, is there? All of a sudden, there's a standard.
I know you in here, so I'm not trying to.
There is
I'm not
no
trying to come at
thing
you.
such
Just
as
prove
the
to me
Icy
that that's not
Queen.
what's on that page. That's it.
You understand me, right?
You are 100%.
There's no thing
Your looks make it there. A lot of the shit
as the Icy Queens, people. These women do not know they're being fucking used. They do not know that their fucking pictures are being used. I promise you. They don't get paid for that. Jack Frost using their pictures, he doesn't get paid. They don't get paid. Why would they want Jack Frost using their pictures? These are legitimate modeling pictures that he's slapping fucking names on.
Put out there, make it there. I know you watching. You fucking just follow me.
I'd be watching too. I'd be ready to sue your motherfucking ass. Play so one of my chick's pictures I took photos of, and I'm suing your bitch ass at fucking pieces.
And I'm not paying them other chicks.
Some of these people aware over there.
I haven't been paying anybody.
That's fucking cheating them.
And they're not paying
feeding them women.
Hold on, I'm looking for a thing. Some info. Let me see.
Ooh, you're a dirtbag.
And you got the 1090J jump off. I saw it. I think Academics posted it, right? The Academics. I doubt he's gonna post it, but he gotta post it. You know that's his name. Hold on, we're gonna see Academics.
Remember, Jack. You
if he didn't post it, that's just
thanks for 1090J for that video yesterday. that you used about snitching. Buzzer time? Okay.
So he posts all this other shit, but he didn't post 1090 Jake snitching? Nobody's concerned or worried about that?
Double time.
Nobody's concerned or worried
Can't hear
about
it?
that.
Okay.
The academics post all this other shit about all these other people, but he don't post 1090 Jake snitching.
What are you portraying here, Jack? What are you saying there?
Ack is going to do what's best for academics. Don't get this confused. And I'm not mad at him on that. Because what happens is this. Listen and pay attention. Listen and pay attention. If anybody got the 1090 Jake shit, send it to me.
Oh,
Listen and pay
lazy.
attention. I need you to understand this.
You're
This
lazy.
is what happens. Hold on. I don't have the 1090 Jake shit. I thought I saved it. I didn't save it.
You're lazy.
But listen and pay attention. I'm gonna explain to you what happens. What happens is this. And this is why because I'm the type of person I am, I got fucked up. What happens is this. When you working with these niggas that don't understand business, it's cool for a minute. But when they don't understand business and you are trying to make a move, a lot of times these niggas really do feel entitled. You understand?
No.
They really,
You've never
is
made
a
a
sense of
move.
entitlement. Like they own you. Because you've did this nice thing for them. That nice thing for them. They're asking no
When did
money or
Jack
nothing.
ever do a nice
But
thing
it's a
for
sense of
anybody?
entitlement.
You go back and find it.
You
I
understand?
haven't been able to yet. I've been through almost all his content.
And it's
Haven't
effed
found
up,
one
but
Jack
it's
ever
a sense
done
of
for anybody.
entitlement.
As a matter of fact, if you want to know
So-
the truth, Jack said something about doing like a $100 giveaway to people every fucking week. But guess what? He was saying that would be hosted as well. So nothing has come from your pockets ever for your channel, homie. Not one little thing.
Sometimes you got to separate yourself from those individuals in order for you not to go down or in order for you to keep going up. Me, myself, I still just kept trying to help niggas because I didn't know they was in the behind the scenes trying to sabotage. That's why there's still so many people that fuck with me in New York City because they know that these clown ass niggas was really trying to sabotage.
No.
Now they just want me to come out and hang out with them. That's why I get invited to everything.
As you don't go to anything.
They never wanted to invite them other niggas. Them other niggas was
Oh,
getting invited on my
This
time.
is some hater
You
shit.
understand?
Hater. Fuck it, Frost.
Pay attention to what these
Let's get ready to rumble!
On the left-hand side, you've got OLED on the left-hand side. On the right-hand side, you got this crackhead that says he's never smoked crack before, all the while having lots of crack busted on him.
I show up to. That's the best way to put it. You understand?
Gay!
Gayest way to put it. Facts, copy.
I get invited to a shitload of things that don't never show up.
Yeah, sure you do. Like the bar.
It's different.
The bar.
I'm looking for a page that I think might actually have
About the 40
1090
Club.
So hold on, let me keep scrolling.
Uh-huh. I
It's for
know.
force.
He was on your
But yes.
fuck shit, right?
You see, anybody that follows any of the people that I consider that are the icy queens, you seen them posting like crazy yesterday. I'm gonna post some more today. I'm gonna try to get to a couple of the ones that I didn't post yesterday. But the content's already made. I just gotta literally just put it on the internet. So I'm gonna explain something to you about this 1090 Jake shit real quick. I'm gonna tell you something about this 1090 Jake shit so quick. Pay attention.
Pay attention. Say it twice.
Nah,
Someone will
shout
talk
out to you,
about it.
homegirl. This chick right here ain't gonna show you who she is. They did some
Right
they
here,
did
I'm
some
not gonna
dirty
show you
shit.
who
I'm
she
supposed
is.
to make money with them, but, right? They just did some dirty shit.
You're a fucking clout demon.
I'm trying to look for the 1090 Jake thing.
Force,
1090 Jake is not just a
force.
rat and a snitch. This nigga line y'all niggas up. Who was these niggas? Who did you see 1090 Jake chilling with in the hood? This nigga makes snitch. This nigga 100% makes snitch content, and I told y'all that.
Yeah, you just used it
100% makes
yesterday,
snitch
remember?
content. Once my computer gets fixed, the snitching in is coming back. By the way,
Hey, remember when you just used this content yesterday about snitching?
100% do snitch content.
Right?
100%. 1090 Jake makes content that gets niggas locked up and put in jail and gets the police looking at them. That lawyer already told
Who's
you.
ever been locked up? That lawyer.
No, that lawyer that
watch
that funny ass
this, huh?
lawyer nigga, not lawyer for workers, the other lawyer,
The real lawyer.
He already told y'all.
Yeah,
I'm
you
looking
watched
for
it
it
over
right now.
here first.
He literally already told y'all that 1090 Jake makes content, and he was just being slick with it because he didn't want to just come out and say it. He a lawyer, but he told y'all 1090 Jake makes snitch content.
No, he didn't. No. Big time. No. He actually said that 1090 Jake made a snitch video about someone that didn't snitch. If you're going to use people's words, at least say the right thing, Jack, because that shows me less of journalism school in your whole body. Because, like, that's not what journalists do. They don't lie about what someone said. It's recorded. It's on.
Y'all just don't want to believe it because y'all like him. Bruce Rivers, that's him. Salute to Bruce.
Bruce Rivers, that's exactly.
He's the Detroit guy, right? A real salute, by the way.
These salutes don't matter.
I was thinking about making her icy queen. I think she's European. I think she's Russian. I was thinking about making her icy queen. I like that. They'd be good. She's an exercise workout chick. I'm trying to find a page. None of it. This is the shit that kills me. The stuff I follow. Well, I follow.
Y'all would like to smack Jack this evening.
Anybody know who might have it on Instagram? Tell me so.
You know, support the channel and its growth.
And give them their credit.
You know, we are always thinking and constantly growing over here, and we're not going to stop. We're not going to stop.
Y'all just don't understand. Y'all really don't understand.
Jack don't have a clue what to do over there, but hate on someone else.
And then when you do understand,
all he knows how to do.
A lot of people.
That's it.
Got up the sign shit when he said the show been fire all week. Hit that like button, everybody. I'm getting back into my Jack Frost shit. You feel me?
Don't matter.
I'm feeling like me. You understand? That's why the Satan is gonna come even harder. Satan is gonna come even stronger. You understand what I'm saying?
We can make the haters mad, bro. Jack, make Jack mad. Make him mad.
But also, I've been trying to
my white ass. Make him mad.
That's
Jack, don't get so mad.
I enjoy interacting with people, and I haven't been able to do that for a long time.
Is that so that's actually a lot of what Jack? Is it? Is that anybody else's fault, dude?
I had a good interaction this morning, and I had a good interaction yesterday, twice in the supermarket. So those are really like the only place I go where I can interact with people. So I'm telling you what it is.
Tell you, bro.
I'm having good interactions with people. So that's like I'm not used to being able, like I haven't had that previously, because every time I try to have positive, like it just goes left, and then I'm walking around like I don't understand why this is like that, and walk away.
It's fucking Jay Hodges, man.
Okay, so that sucks.
My dog. Dude, that's the only thing that we have proved over here, that men can have odds and differences and still be men. You know that?
We'll try to solve that problem a little bit later.
We got a lot of talking points over here that we could talk about on this channel, you know?
I don't see it on
because not everybody wants agreed to anything on this channel, you know? And that's one thing I tried to make it somewhere where we could have an agreement and not an agreement maybe, and still be able to be cool, man. Like, I fucking love y'all, man. I do. A lot of good people.
No jumper. I'm looking. It was on. I didn't see it on. Just so we can be clear, I didn't see it on.
Just
YouTube. I saw it on Instagram.
I didn't see it on. Yeah.
Just
okay.
So I saw it on Instagram. I didn't see it on
YouTube. You didn't see it on.
And what, it was ugly.
I seen it, right?
It looked ugly. Let me check my phone. I don't think I actually checked my phone.
That was the.
It looked ugly. And I'm just gonna tell you, I told y'all before, the nigga, these dudes is all snitches. These dudes is trying to help the police do this and that.
Yeah, you gotta be quiet.
There's nothing you can do about it. I love these guys. I love the pages.
You gotta be quiet. You're telling on yourself, sir. Shout out to motherfucking Ned Stars. He said, "I'm slapping the teeth out his lying mouth." Woo-wee.
I just scratch your main bitch on my list, nigga. I spit your favorite rapper advance on my wrist, nigga. I'm eating steaks and drinking serpent root.
I miss Dolph, man. That's a rapper that I missed recently, man. Shout out to Dolph, man. I miss Dolph, man. To know that there's not going to be any more of that type of music made from him, man, is a fucking shame.
Y'all love the pages that promote putting black people in jail. Y'all love the pages that encourage black people to do bullshit.
No, we don't.
Y'all love the pages that got all the hate on it. Y'all love it. Not you specifically.
No, we don't, man.
Our culture loves those pages.
I'm sad that I have to be that page to
If
you.
there's a page that's trying to tell niggas to do different, y'all, usually those pages are the ones that fall.
Blossomed. All of this creation.
Like people get Hassan Campbell and say, I like your message, but I don't like the way you're saying it. If Hassan Campbell wasn't delivering his message like that, his channel would be done. He wouldn't have a channel. Copy?
I'm glad you know what makes.
He don't got no choice but to deliver that message that way. He ain't got a choice. If he tried to just come up here and tell y'all what it is, people ain't gonna embrace it.
Because they're not embracing you, Jack.
Okay, he posted the video years ago. Okay, but years ago, was he also making the content that he's making right now?
No, he wasn't, Jack. That's the thing. It fits to
the
content that he was making back then.
People
Jack.
embracing him for the content that he's making right now. He wasn't, was he?
You hear this?
Because you know, if he was still making that content, it wouldn't be a problem.
Oh,
people
really?
know who he is.
You see,
but now he's trying to embrace the black.
Look. You see how much Jack doesn't know what the fuck Jack is talking about? You see, this is day after day I do this to him. This is day after day that I do this to him. Jack doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. The content that he's making, he's out of touch with. This man said, he posted that video a long time ago. It's something he already said. But was he making that kind of content back then? Yeah, Jack. Actually, he was making that kind of content back then. That's kind of what his channel was created on, prison content, Jack.
Community. He's trying to embrace street life. You can't put links in here, homie. You got to DM it to me. Michi, you got to DM it to me. You can't put links in here. You got to DM it to me. Okay? Oh, say cheese. That's not a bad idea. So just so we can be clear, years ago, was he putting out the content that he's putting out right now? No. Because if he wasn't putting out the content he's putting right now, what you're saying is moot and it don't matter. But I get how you would think that that's an argument that could be made because that's like low-hanging fruit.
You like to use my words too, huh?
People always think no disrespect to you, but people always think low-hanging fruit is a good argument.
You go just around. You're too easy. Yes, that's low-hanging fruit. He can't make the content that he's making right now if he was out there doing what he was doing. I get it. You don't understand, but that's okay. You don't gotta understand. The message ain't for you. The thing I ain't planning on dragging Jake, you know. Jake. Yeah,
you gotta DM that to me.
Did, sir, but Jake did that content back then. That content was prison content. Jack didn't know this. Jack didn't know this.
The message ain't for you. So it's okay that you don't understand. I'm fine with it. I hope you fine with it.
We're gonna go through a slight commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. Just a slight one. Just to bring everyone back in touch with who we're dealing with.
I'm not gonna go get a job because you destroyed my platform. My platform is just fine. If y'all wasn't here harassing me, I wouldn't have a fucking problem. If y'all wasn't here trying to make everybody hate me, I wouldn't have a problem. So man, so that's how they tricking y'all? By saying that I'm saying my solution is money while they're making sure that I don't have money, so my problem is literally money. So they're making sure that my problem is a lack of money while they're convincing people don't donate money because he's only...
I'm not gonna lie, I'm seriously thinking about just worshiping the devil. I know that's the wrong thing to do, but if I assume I'm going to hell anyway, but if I worship the devil, I could die soon, probably. I'm really considering doing it. I'm not even lying.
Wow. Wow, ladies and gentlemen. And you know he said that on Easter, correct? Does everyone know that? That was said on Easter. Quack was getting on your nerves? Yeah, he's a quack for sure, dude. That's a good term for him, too.
No, he wasn't making the same content. He wasn't making the content that he's making now. That's different content.
It was, and it goes with the fucking prison sentence thing, Jack.
What are you talking about? That's the Instagram. That's different content. What are you talking about? Him making content about setting niggas up. It's not the same content that he's making right now, because what he's intimating is different. The energy and the mood is different. He's not coming to people right now saying, I'm trying to set niggas up. He's coming to people right now saying, I'm your friend. These niggas are snitches. Screw them. Let's go attack those snitches. While he's been a snitch. I don't understand what part it is you don't understand.
He was creating.
Explain to me the part you don't understand. How about that?
You don't get it? This youngster's been in the news, man.
Is that fair? Is there a disconnect here?
Predominant.
Explain to me the part you don't understand.
Like, I'm not taking nothing from 1090 Jake, man. The man, he got his own path going. Like,
I know you think you're making a point, but you're not.
You're not involved with what's
Explain to me the part of what I'm saying that you don't understand, so I can help you know. Because you 100% don't understand what I'm saying.
You're that crackle.
Or you're being purposely ignorant. I'm assuming you don't understand.
You're getting the juices, boy. My mom hasn't smoked since she came home from the hospital. Look how long that gap was.
They hate that white girl. Whenever I post this one white girl, they just hate her. So whenever I post this one white girl, they flag her page like crazy.
How would you know?
They flag my page like crazy whenever I post.
That's crazy, dude.
And I know who's doing it. Your chick, as far as I know, does OnlyFans. I don't post people that do OnlyFans.
Created problems in his mind, you guys. Created shit in his mind.
I don't know what kind of person you think I am, but I'm not that person.
No, he's not setting anybody up. And he doesn't know anything.
Is it possible for me to learn from somebody that I don't watch page? What the fuck?
If he's talked to any of them,
they're always trying to take credit for shit I'm doing. Now you see why I don't deal with people? Once I see somebody trying to take credit for something I'm doing, I never talk to you again.
Who's taking credit for what Jack's done? Oh, is it because you don't frost like me?
Just so we can be clear.
Is that what it is? Because you don't frost like me, Jack. Make him mad. Make Jack mad. Oh, he wants to kick my ass. You know it. He wants a slice of this pie. Believe that.
I gotta reach out to her again.
Yeah, okay. That's a fucking lie.
Yeah, I don't once somebody tries to take credit for anything that I'm doing, I don't never speak to them. So that's why I don't speak to people I don't like. Some people are just standing around trying to figure out a way to take credit for what you're doing.
You sure about that?
Straight G Toro. As soon as I find the shit, I'm gonna post it.
Look, he can't even find the goddamn content he's trying to push on his channel, you guys. He cannot find the fucking content. Is this not lazy?
Yes, I'm not posting homegirl. I'm not posting. I don't post OnlyFans chicks, period. So you and your community can be mad. It is what it is.
Ooh, Jack, like he got a whole fucking awesome fucking studio. He's got.
And I'm not mad at you. Keep getting your OnlyFans money, but I'm not posting you.
Liar.
Liar. He's like Tekashi calling everyone out for what they did, somewhat approvable or changing the focus from them. No, I don't think he's like Tekashi at all. At all. Just so we can be clear. Look, I'm gonna explain what I believe he's doing. What I see him doing. I don't know what he's trying to do, but I'm gonna tell you what I see him doing. And this is without that new context that we was just
talking on Jack Frost's channel this morning. Does anybody remember that name?
Who makes content pitting niggas in the hood after each other?
Great content.
Before that, he made content snitching on niggas in the hood. What part of this is a guy that we supposed to be dealing with? What part?
You're just far away from this kind of content, bro. Like you touching on this subject
First
means nothing, Jack.
He was making content snitching on people in the hood, in jail, everything. There's no telling how many extra years niggas is getting due to him, right? Then he went from that to making content, calling people in the hood snitches so people could be shooting at and killing each other. What part of this is a guy that we should be dealing with?
You can't even talk about this on a decent level.
And then he went and got co-signing from street niggas. I thought we're not supposed to talk to snitches.
You really saying this man's a snitch, huh?
Y'all might as well be cool with Gunner then. Y'all might as well be cool with Tekashi 6ix9ine. Y'all love this nigga. He's doing way more damage. Because he's actively pursuing to do the damage. That's his whole platform. I'm looking for the clip. I don't have the clip. If I had the clip, I'd play it. What up, Rule? Don't nobody see them dots. Jones, if anybody want to come up here and
if anybody want to come up here, they can come up here if they want. They can come up here on my channel.
If anybody want to come up here,
I want you guys to come up here, man. I swear, if I had one friend to come up here, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, I can't do it by myself, y'all. I'm just kidding. That's for anybody that does want to come up here. Who you, Jack?
I promise. As soon as
that channel ever does link right there definitely includes the invite to you, Jack.
As soon as I think you're trying to do
might want to come on by, Jack, one day and you hit that there link in that there chat.
I don't want to work it out. I don't want to figure out where we went wrong. I don't want to know what the problem is. I don't want to give you a second chance at a bite at the apple.
Because I'd like a bite of your apple, sir. I'd like to see what that apple tastes like. I bet it's rotten. I bet it's got little worms and shit in it, like the devil's fucking apple. Yeah, he doesn't know about making friends, does he? You didn't know anything about making friends, does he? Motherfucker's crazy.
Hassan got it up. Hold on. So Hassan Campbell most likely got it up on Instagram too. Hold on. How he don't got a fucking Poppy from the Bronx, right?
Oh yeah.
Hold on. Here we go. Shout out to this guy. Nah, it's not even no second chances. You see, misunderstandings happen. Don't get this confused. When we have a misunderstanding, that's cool. But once somebody try to tear down your name, you understand? Once somebody try to take money out your pocket, like, keep them away from you. You understand what I'm saying? So once somebody pulls up on me and tries to do any of those things, that means that me doing better in life is something you're against.
Whoa.
So I'm not giving you a second bite at the apple. If it's just a misunderstanding, we have misunderstandings. It happens.
Sure.
Now, if I have a misunderstanding with somebody who I don't think is trying to follow the Most High's doctrine, I'm way less likely to fuck with them. But if I have a misunderstanding with somebody that I think is trying to follow the Most High's doctrine, I feel like there's room for growth for both of us. You understand? Y'all be forgiving people that worship Satan.
Bro, you just had 1090 Jake's content on the day before.
I'm not doing that.
Shout out to 1090 Jake for the snitch content.
If I see you hanging out with Satanists,
he's a snitch.
If I see you chilling with people that worship Satan,
he's Satan.
I'm good. I don't want nothing bad to happen to you. I'm not wishing nothing
on you
from one
like
that. But
to the next, that's for sure.
See an inmate. Because he's been out here making videos for 4 or 5 years or some shit like that. When was he an inmate? And he had video evidence of the phone. So no, this isn't when he was an inmate.
He's got to fight it back.
So as a free man, he's exposing the conditions of the people who are trying to change. Okay, just so we can be clear. If he was trying to expose that there's problems in the jails, fine. But you can't be exposing that there's problems in the jails and then making videos talking about that nigga snitching and that nigga snitching.
It ain't the same content.
So do you know what
Jack?
It is?
What are you talking about?
I'm just curious. I'm saying he can only make one video or the other. He can't make both. No, he said, so just so we can be clear, so you can understand that Don Roper is talking out of both sides of his mouth. Just a minute ago, you said that he wasn't in the jail. This is the stuff that he's telling you about when he was in prison. And now you're saying people are sending him footage. Make it make sense. So those phones wasn't in the jail when he was in prison? Or you just talking out both sides of your mouth like most hypocrites?
This is insane, dude. He doesn't even know
what y'all think
talking about, guys.
I'm only talking to people in here that be in the chat. Y'all think he's talking out both sides of his mouth like he's about to insult me in like 2 seconds?
What?
Y'all think he's talking about both sides of his mouth like a hypocrite?
Jack play this conversation?
Or y'all think he got a point? I'm only talking to the people in here I talk to. I'm not talking to nobody.
He can't have a conversation. He can't. He just can't. He doesn't know how.
So you think Don Roper being a hypocrite? Or you don't think he's talking out both sides of his mouth? It sounds to me like he's talking out both sides of his mouth.
Damn. I thought you weren't saying nothing mean to him.
It sounds to me like he's talking out both sides. So this happened when he was in jail, or did this happen when the people sent him the footage? Also, if people are sending him the footage, so the people are sending him the footage, which people? The police or the inmates? You telling me that the inmates are snitching on themselves, saying, look at all the phones we got. Tell the police so they can take them?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, he's just saying the opposite of everything that I'm saying.
Look, the opposite.
I just want to show you. That's all these
opposite
niggas do.
Day,
they
y'all.
just come in here and say the opposite of everything that I'm saying. That's it. I just want to show you. He's
opposite
about to insult me in a second.
You just insulted him.
I promise you he's about to insult me in a second. Or he's gonna another person, he's gonna go get another account and come in here and insult. This is the same guy.
I think he's playing that game. Very good comments today.
Now he's saying I said facts. So he's talking out both sides of his mouth.
He did say facts.
Thanks for letting us know. Anyway, I'm gonna move on. You can continue to talk out of both sides of your mouth though. As long as you don't disrespect me, I'm not gonna keep letting you be a hypocrite. That's between you and God.
Now he's a hypocrite. It's between him and God. And it's funny. And then your chat has the nerve to act like they're godly people.
So listen, he can't make videos talking about who's snitching while he's also snitching.
You don't understand it, do you, Jack?
Y'all OGs is rats. Because if you hang with a rat, what are you? And these are the same rats that be on the corners telling these kids to go do all of this shit that's getting them locked up and killed. Y'all OGs are rats.
Go clean your body with soap.
Y'all OGs are rats. They
Go
rats.
clean your body
and then
with
they
soap,
stand out
Jack.
there on the corner and convince these other little kids, good little kids, to go do shit that put them in jail and get each other killed.
Go
Y'all
clean your
OGs
body
are
with
rats.
soap,
Go see
Jack.
who's cool with Jake. They a rat. I promise you. Even
That's where
if they
you should
have it
probably
ratty.
start with
What are you if you hang out with a rat?
Because you don't get your body clean with just baking soda.
What are you if you hang out with a rat? Can somebody put that in the comment section? What are you if you hang out with a rat? I think Nick the Slick already put it. Anybody agree with Nick the Slick?
No, absolutely not. See, Nick the Slick
Anybody
had a whole
agree with
lot
Nick
to
the
say
Slick?
over here, but he's kind of quiet over
curious.
there, ain't he? Nick the Slick had a whole lot to say over here, but he's
now
kinda
you're
quiet
changing the
over there,
context of
ain't
the
he?
conversation. Oh, that's what people do.
guy.
They change what you're talking about because they're losing in the argument. They lost. The debate is lost. You've lost. So now what you got to do? Now you got to change the context of what we're talking about. I get it.
You hear this shit? This is a weak man's argument. This is how a weak man argues.
Now you got to change the context of the conversation.
This
You
is
got
how
to
a
change
weak
what we're
man
talking
argues.
about because you're wrong. No, I get it.
I challenge either one of them to hit my link.
And I didn't say I didn't know when he was locked up. I said I didn't say I didn't know that he was locked up. I said when. So don't tell me I need to be debating with these people in the comment section. No, I don't. Because whoever this Don Roper is, you already see what he's doing. He's talking out both sides of his mouth.
This motherfucker don't know what his goddamn name is. It's a troll name. Don Roper. Whoa, boy. You don't watch TV, do you, Jack, as much as you said you did? Don Roper.
You do that when you're not that smart. See, when you're intelligent, you can speak. You don't have to speak out of both sides of your mouth. You understand? But they gotta go back on the shit that they're saying every 5 minutes. They gotta go back on the things that they're saying every 5 minutes because they don't have a point. You understand? There's no real point. They're just saying the opposite of whatever I say, so they're gonna constantly get caught up in their words. They don't have a real point.
He didn't know about 1090, did he? He didn't, dude. And then he's going at the fucking guy. Like 1090
You don't got a real point. Where?
A prison channel from the get-go. And like That's what he was talking about with the phones and shit. It's like, dude, you fucking suck.
I haven't cleaned anything up.
Your channel.
The fuck?
Is
anyway,
weak,
I'm not talking
dude.
to that guy no more. If y'all want to talk to him, shoot. If y'all want to talk to him, talk to him. I'm not talking to that guy no more.
Shut the fuck up.
He doesn't have anything to say. Just so we can be clear.
Watch.
So just so we can be clear, 1090 Jake makes videos where he calls other niggas snitches
that you used
while he's actively helping the police put people in jail.
You used this man's video the day before. 1090 Jake, thanks for the content being made out there.
While he's actively helping
You
police
remember that?
with investigations, because that's literally what his videos do. And I told y'all this already. His videos help the police with their investigations. Now, I can tell you some blood niggas that was trying to get me to put content out like that, and I refused. But I'm not going to throw them out there like that, because all they're going to say is that they didn't do it, and now I just gave them niggas clout. So I'm not even going to say their name. But yes, there was some blood niggas that y'all dudes called OGs.
I got ladies that are out here doing
that was trying to convince me to make content that was snitching on niggas when I knew.
My chickie is a teacher.
I told them no, I'm not putting that out. Yo, why you scared? No, nigga, I'm not putting that out. I'm not putting out content that's gonna encourage people to go kill other people. I'm not doing it.
She's been teaching that young man English
for
4 years. She's doing a great job too. Salute to that.
Now do you understand why I keep telling y'all?
That's not my
stop believing them niggas on the street corner. Yeah, out here believing them motherfuckers on the street corner. Stop. Not
I don't want nothing to do with females that doesn't have a purpose, Jack.
Don't get it confused. I'm not shooting at everybody. But a lot of them ain't like that. A lot of them been suffering their whole life. They don't know, they don't have no skills. They don't know how they're gonna get out of their situation except with some kind of illegal activities. And they getting y'all kids, and they convincing y'all kids of all the bullshit.
He's been in the States for 4 years.
At work.
He hasn't had the greatest life, okay, everyone? He hasn't had the greatest life. But now he's in a spot where everything's going to be great for him. The young kid's in a spot now where everything in life is going to be great for him.
Supporting your family. But you ain't had no choice because you got to do that.
I wish some
these
of these
niggas got your kids
could actually show and prove the good things they do in life, man, but they won't. They can't.
Niggas got your kids. I'm not even gonna throw nobody's name out there because it's a waste of time. All people are gonna say is I'm not telling the truth, and then I'm gonna give some clout to some middle ass niggas. They're gonna keep doing what they doing.
I mean, if you're such a, religious.
You ever notice that these niggas that hate me don't get invited to nothing? They don't get invited to nothing.
Look.
You know what they get invited to? I'm gonna tell you what they get invited to.
He does. Invited to.
They get invited to street shit that ain't nothing. They don't get invited to nothing. Real movers and shakers don't want these niggas around them. Do you understand that? So clap it up for the motherfuckers that's on this dude 1090 JT.
T.
Slurpity slurp slurp. What the hell?
You used this content the day before. Like, you're a dirtbag, dude.
Shout out to them.
You're the worst kind of person to have around. Someone that uses content and turn around and call him a snitch the next day.
Shout out to Hassan Campbell.
And leave the content up as well.
So he missed the nail on the head. He knocks that shit through the floorboard. I'm not sure why they hiding you, Roger, but they hiding you, so I'm gonna leave you hidden. Don't show the Roger Thomas thing. Don't show it. I don't know why YouTube is hiding him. Don't show it. I'm gonna keep it on high.
YouTube ain't hiding him.
I don't know why YouTube is hiding him. Because he's one of them accounts that come in and out that I've been kicking. So I think YouTube is making it so I gotta see his account information. So
it doesn't work like that nowhere over here on YouTube, guys. It doesn't work like that on a channel.
I don't know if that's what it is, but who knows? For everybody that don't know, a ton of people have been coming in here and their messages has not been coming through, and they're just writing weirdo shit. Like, not you, Roger, some other people. They're just writing weirdo shit, but it's no curses.
You talking about the show and hide feature?
Just blocking them.
It's been around for years, man.
Shout out to that shit. My admins.
Absolutely, James.
I don't even read the comments.
That's where I stand with it.
Like, I see a little bit something going crazy. Not tough. But
one that's gonna be able
some of these
to
dudes
check
out here
1090
that's claiming
on
to
the
be
things
an
that he did
OGs,
wrong.
big
I
Willie
can't do
street
that.
niggas, them niggas
I'm not
want
on
to
his
make
lane to
content
check.
that I
I'll point
consider
out what was
that's
wrong.
gonna put people in a bad situation.
This guy's
If
even
I
worse.
told you what they actually wanted,
He's even
so
worse.
we got.
than
I'm gonna
this.
say this. I'm gonna say this. I'm not gonna say the name, but I'm gonna say this.
Motherfucker used this content the day before.
There's
He's
a
like,
person,
thank you.
and I'm not
And
gonna
now
say
he
who it is
gave.
'cause I don't want to get to no.
Thank you.
I don't care if anybody believes me or not. But if you knew what they wanted me to say about Shotty, like they wanted me to go so hard on that dude, they wanted me to disrespect him so bad.
Oh,
I didn't do it.
Who
And
did,
now
Jack?
to see them pretending like they team Shotty every 5 minutes,
Who did, Jack?
I mean, it don't upset me none. But I look at the people that this individual do whatever they doing with, and I'm like, y'all deserve each other. It's just a barrel full of snakes. So none of y'all's never going nowhere. So y'all deserve each other. Stay over
Man. We see where who's going somewhere.
there. Yeah, y'all just a barrel full of
We see
snakes.
who's going
You're not
somewhere,
going
don't
nowhere.
we?
Snakes eat snakes, homie. That's a barrel full of snakes.
We definitely see who's going somewhere.
It's a barrel full of snakes. Yeah, so I'm not trying to comfort y'all. I don't care about none of that. I don't care about none of that. Barrel full of snakes.
Bad news, bro.
Niggas wanted me to go all the way in on Shotty and Homegirl. They wanted me to be so disrespectful, and I didn't. And that's why they try to amp it up like I did something to him. When I really didn't do nothing to him. I just allowed for a person to say a thing on my platform.
You got an excuse for everything. You're a box of excuses.
I think about that from time to time.
You are a
I'm like, I'm never gonna get an interview with this dude,
bro.
And he don't even know. The guy saying he did
How easy is it to get drugs in a Florida prison?
Every single compound I hit, there was all types of drugs on there, whether it's prescription pills, Molly, some spots there was coke.
Look how old he was there. He was definitely in the prison content.
So apparently, because he's not saying individual names, he's not snitching.
Jack didn't even know he did prison content. Look at this.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Jack's out of touch again,
Who
y'all.
here thinks that guy's at a 5th grade level? If these guys dropped out of school
For the 4th day in a row, I've busted this dude on being out of touch.
Like they got a 5th grade reading level. What do you guys think? Hold on. So apparently, because he didn't say any actual names, he didn't snitch on anybody. But listen.
How easy is it to get drugs
in a Florida prison?
Every single compound I hit, there was all types of drugs on there, whether it's prescription pills, Molly.
So he didn't snitch on every single drug dealer inside and user inside of the prison. He had to say the individual names. He didn't just snitch on all of the workers
going
that's
right
bringing the
through on
drugs
his
in the
eye
prison.
through, man.
You're not snitching on
right
none of them.
That icicle. That's
I'm not saying it's good or bad.
That's
I'm just saying
dope.
he's literally snitching on them right here.
That's hard.
While he's also currently making content talking about how niggas need to go after niggas that snitching.
He just used his content for snitching. The day before.
And every parent beats their kids. But there's a difference when somebody says, that parent right there in that house is beating the kids. There's a difference.
What?
I had to break it down to a 5th grade level type of problem. That maybe they get it now. Are you ready to disrespect me or leave and come back with a different account to ask the same questions?
Which
one are you ready to do?
They didn't do that.
Which one are you ready to do? Disrespect me now or leave and come back with a different account and then either disrespect me or ask the same question? Which one are you ready to do? Do you understand how they only could have a conversation at low-hanging fruit?
Using my
Most of your OGs are like that too. They can't talk about anything except for low-hanging fruit. That's it. And they're your OGs.
Good thing he grows from
and they
the
can't
ground,
talk
right?
about anything except for the base level. That's it. They can't talk about anything else. They don't have the higher brain function to allow for them to be able to have complex conversations.
When have we ever seen you have a complex conversation? You usually just have a
I didn't say
conversation
anything
with
about
yourself
Harlem.
every
Why
day.
did you say Harlem, you racist? Because black people mostly live in Harlem? Or because Harlem is a place known to have black people?
Wow.
I currently live in a community of Caucasian people. Why would you say Harlem? You racist?
Holy fucking shit. Holy fucking shit.
So you racist.
He said Harlem.
Jim,
so you must be racist. Because it's a community of black people.
Why did you say Harlem? There's no reason to say Harlem.
Every community on the planet has black folk in it, Jack.
So you racist?
I would hope so. What the fuck does that have any standing on who's racist or not? You just had to go there, didn't you, Jack? Because you're the low-hanging fruit.
So somebody say you're racist. So now you want to talk about Shotty because I called out your racism. You want to call out Shotty because I called out your racism?
That's insane.
So now you want to talk about Shotty because I called out your racism.
Look how bad that looks.
I'm telling you,
Look how
most
bad
of
that
y'all
looks.
big homies, most of y'all OGs, they're not that smart.
Look at that.
Y'all following these niggas and doing the shit that they saying to do, and y'all getting caught up. Your kids is killing each other on all types of different drugs. The parents don't know what to do because they gotta go to work. They gotta pay bills. They gotta feed these kids. They gotta clothe these kids. They don't know what to do. Imagine, and I'm pretty sure most of y'all can. Imagine spending 8 hours at work and then coming home to a child that got a million different problems.
Have you?
You don't even know where these problems came from.
Do you understand any of
Just
the
a minute
problems
ago,
that your child has
it
currently?
was your little, you know, whatever you call them as a kid. Copy. All right, I'm pulling you up right now. I don't know if you want to show yourself because you like to put up your icon. I'm pulling you up right now.
Yeah, because he's a
you nigga, your face is gonna be there, you rat bastard.
Look at here. We're gonna play through this because I want you guys to understand what we're talking about here.
Yo, shout out the room. Don't nobody see them dots. Holmes, what you got to speak on this?
Yo, you know how they try to double down yesterday? You know what I'm saying? So I'm in the cloud, so they try to double down. Like they try to say, yo, remember when downtown the federal that they didn't have no hot water in the jail and the living conditions was messed up. They was trying to say he was talking like that. But see, the thing about it is, these dudes was already in jail saying that. They was complaining about they living conditions while they in there. He was out of jail telling what's going on in jail, how they getting contraband and drugs and all this and that. So he was dry snitching and snitching at the same time, talking about, and then he tried to double down talking about the CO. There ain't nobody went, so they trying to say, oh, cause nobody went to jail, ain't no paperwork. Man, you ain't gotta have paperwork. You told, nigga. You told what was going on. But some of them dudes in jail, that's how they eat.
To jail for what he said or did.
Stupid ass dude.
Hold on.
And you out here.
You gotta stop everything. Keep all your points. I need to say this right now. There's niggas in jail that don't got fam, homie. Them niggas in jail right now, that the only reason why they are able to eat, the only reason why they're even able to live halfway comfortable is because of the illegal activity that goes on. So, as much as I want to say, yo,
freak out on
let's get all
right
the
here.
drugs and contraband out of the fucking prisons. First, I want to say, can we fix their food? Can we fix the fucking food problem? Because these are grown-ass men that y'all got at times walking around hungry as shit. You know what happens when you hungry? You get hangry, nigga. So can we fix those problems? Also, a lot of these prisons, they have other systemic issues that has to deal with living conditions. He's not talking about any of this. When they was talking about the MDC, that's what they was talking about. They were talking about living conditions, treating people like freaking human beings. They wasn't talking about being able to get drugs into the damn facility. Copy? So no, it's not the same thing. You 100% right. They're trying to get this nigga a pass. You understand? And the reason why they're trying to give him a pass is because they're trying to eat off him. You understand? So he's probably just paying some of these niggas to make sure that they say the things that he wants them to say so he can keep making the fucking snitch ass content he's making. Just so we can be clear. What he is doing is not activism. He's not in no way speaking or creating content that's going to get these people to send money to those facilities so that the people can live like
years ago.
And we're not going to pretend like that's what's happening.
Years.
That's what they're going to try to trick you into because they think you're an idiot. So what they're going to do is they're going to get a room full of fucking idiots that are all going to parrot what they say, and then they're going to want you to sit down and listen. No, he's not talking about improving their freaking diets.
Already, that's right.
He's not talking about making sure that the rape culture gets done away with. He's not talking about that. He's talking about niggas having phones. Them phones.
You hear him breathing.
You know how many travesties have been happening inside of these prisons that we would have never knew about if the phones wasn't in there? So who's the real motherfuckers that don't know the phones in there? How about that part? How about when them prisons was flooded and they was leaving them niggas in there to die? How about that part? How about we didn't have no phones in there in 1090, Jake? How about the part when the freaking pandemic hit and they was leaving them dudes in there to die? How about that part?
He can't do nothing about that, Jack.
So no, don't come here and tell me he's doing something trying to help the prison nerds. He's not trying to help the prison nerds.
What?
Don't trick somebody else with that bullshit. We got higher level of thinking over here. We want that low hanging fruit, and we got better reading than fucking fifth graders.
Oh,
Y'all guys
yeah.
got fifth grade reading potentials.
Some childish shit
max
there,
out
bro.
at the fifth grade reading level, and you trying to tell me?
You can't read, bro. Shut up.
My fault, my brother. I ain't mean to cut you off there.
Yeah, you did.
You just made such a good point that I wanted to immediately stop you. Finish what you're saying. I'm sorry.
Don't quit breathing, goddamn.
No, man. Yo, I understand, bro. Yo, but yeah, this dude, man, he made his career over disrespect. I'm not racist, nothing. We gotta say what we gotta say. He made his career in black in our culture business. Let's just make this clear. He made his career. He got almost a million subscribers disrespecting people that's trying to change their families. Well, they snitching out. It ain't your business, brother. You not in our culture. I don't care what they say. Them OG dudes, they trying to say you down they how. But you could tell, yo, you could really snitch. And nobody ain't saying nothing about that. They trying to give you a pass now. Man, get out of here with that. I'm not, listen, man. I'm just moving fire in the game, but just saying that. I don't give him no pass. He a snitch just like every other snitch.
It just does.
But he gonna be able to make content and say, yo, he is spitting paperwork, this, that, and the third. And everybody gonna listen and looking stupid.
Hold on. I just want to double down on what you're saying real quick. Listen and pay attention. My issue isn't that he did the shit with the prisons, showing where the phones are. That's not my issue. My issue is you cannot do that and then have your primary content you pointing out niggas that's snitching. So other people can have a problem with it. Do you understand the hypocrisy here?
Facts.
That's my issue. If you were just going around to every prison showing that these shits is in the prison, and that's what
a long time ago, Cross ain't never been in prison, remember?
If you just showed where the snitches were, yo, these niggas are snitching, those niggas are snitching, screw them, go get them. All right, that's what you do. I might not like either one of those things. Hold on. I might not like either one of those things, but you're consistent. But when you go try to tell me you are literally a snitch, and at the same time, you want to point at other niggas and say that nigga snitching, that nigga snitching, that nigga snitching, go get them. We're not doing that. That's my issue.
Fucking advocate for all penitentiaries, Jack Frost.
Yo, Frost, you know what he tried to do? He tried to say, listen,
dude, that ain't how you
do it. Again, it's the same argument like when they was in federal, prison and they didn't have no water and it was freezing in there. He tried to say, he was like, listen, now he in the real world now. He tried to double down and say, remember when Kodak Black was in jail?
This fucking guy would not be able to pick a cup up every single time without fucking thinking about it being hot, without it, checking it, right? Have we ever seen Jack Frost check the heat from his cup ever? One without a fucking handle. He's not checking the fucking heat from them. Nah, man, you can't make it.
And the police beat him up, and he reported that. He's supposed to. Ooh. Then he tried to say the YNW Melly. He said that they not letting him get his mail, and they got him isolated. His conditions is messed up. He's supposed to complain once it's against the COs and all that. But he trying to say his was the same thing. No, it's not.
No, you can't say he's supposed to when it fits your narrative, sir. You can't do that.
Nigga. No, it's not. It ain't the same thing. Because they already in jail. Dumbass. Yo, these people dumb. They did it. And I was watching yesterday, man. I'm not shouting on nobody, John, because I'll be in the clouds. I was watching, but I was like, look at these stupid ass dudes, man. These dudes let somebody. First, they was on point. I thought it was going to be a good show. They was on point. And then they just swerved it around. So, man, I said, look at these dudes, man. And the streets is dead. These dudes are almost 50 years old anyway. Give somebody a pat. Listen, man, it's dead, man. They got this snitching shit going all around. You know what I'm saying? The real street dudes already know, like, what's what is what. And the dude, you can't give somebody like that a pass. And that's it. He is snitch. Stop making content about other people, man. Go to your own way. I'm not racist. Go to your, make something else. You got to find better content. You can't make that no more. And that's all to it.
I don't even think, just so we be clear, I'm not saying that he can't make the content he's making dependent on his Caucasianness. But what I am saying, the content that he's making is pitting black people and other people in the hood that are not Caucasian against each other. That's a factual statement. So what he is doing, no, you can say what you want to say without it being racist. Because this is not about race. This is about us trying to save the kids. Period. This is about us trying to say, look, we have to figure out a way.
You just made it about race.
Visibility, or should I say, more resources to our communities. They had a shooting at a PAL just recently in the Bronx. Some kids came out of the PAL. Some other kids rolled down on them, shot him up. A dude lost his life. This is what we're trying to stop.
Then go report on it, bitch.
Around here a couple of days ago, last week.
Go report on it.
Where a young man lost his life because he was getting jumped and somebody stabbed. That's what we're fighting against. Bitch. These old niggas, they lived their life. They committed their crimes. Some of them went to jail, had to be held responsible for it. Some of them didn't. But these niggas is still out here spitting the same bullshit. I don't want to hear about from the nigga that got locked up. Now, if you got a dude that was committing crimes and got out of it before he could get locked up, I want to talk to him.
Why ain't you in the Bronx Network?
I want to know when was the moment that you decided that this was not your life. We need to tell the kids that.
Why ain't you in the Bronx Network?
That they just upset that they lost. You upset you lost. You upset you went to prison. You upset you lost.
Why ain't you in the Bronx?
You should be upset that you had to play in the first fucking place.
Network.
That's what you should be upset at. They upset they lost. So no, these old dudes that's out here and all they doing is trying to increase the bullshit. I'm not here for that. I'm not here for none of that. If you look like you've been drinking all the alcohol, doing all the drugs, I'm not here to listen.
Bronx
Copy?
Network.
I just want to be clear on that. Go get your health.
Why ain't you in the streets doing the real work thing,
That's what I'm
Jack?
saying. We got problems in our neighborhoods.
Fucking
we got real problems. And the people out here that's pretending to be the individuals that's looking out for the streets. They're not looking out for the streets. You're just old now, and you know that you're not in a position. You're not gonna get no Social Security. You're old now. You're trying to figure out how to make a living.
Homie.
You're tired of living with whoever that woman is. She treating you like shit because you ain't doing nothing. She treating you like shit.
Look at him going at these people like he knows them.
Let's just say what it is. There's a lot of old gangster niggas that you with the woman that you can get. With what you don't want to be with. Some of y'all niggas ain't even straight. You don't even want to have sex with. That's who you with. You pay the bill.
I know who he's trying to talk about.
Don't tell me about none of them niggas. I'm not gonna blow none of you niggas up. I don't care. I don't want to hear about them. I tried to help my food.
Not gonna let it catch no speed over here, Jack. It ain't what you need. Keep it over there, Jack. Fucking weirdo. This motherfucker thought he was gonna get us from us, my. You out your motherfucking mind, homie. We love our peeps over here. Can't do nothing but keep bringing some other man up about your problems, Jack. Oh. Man, you can't believe you guys
be on whatever you gonna be on, homeboy.
Fuck problem. Fuck pussy. See what he did to Rue Jones?
It's weirdos.
See what he did? Rue didn't want to speak on that. Left his homie up there just
weirdos. Anybody that come in here talking about anything else other than what we talking about, I'm just kicking you.
I'm just gonna kick you. That's why you don't have a channel now, dipshit.
So send all the people for me to kick them right now. Come on, bring them.
These dudes are something else. They all up there. I don't get it, man. I don't get it, but I get it.
Nah, I'm also not talking about Jumbo Fly. Y'all guys have been changing the conversation. Pardon me. Y'all guys have been trying to redirect the conversation inside of what we're discussing, and I'm not allowing you to do it. I'm talking about the people that's coming in here just bringing up totally different shit that don't got nothing to do with what we're talking about.
It in.
Straight W, and I don't care. There's nothing you can do about it. Go back over there and cry.
Yeah, you took it to that, didn't you? Because you were big. Shut up, at this point, get off his dick.
It's unbelievable though, for real. Like you said,
off his dick, man.
Yeah.
They always trying to bully me, my nigga.
I don't know why.
Bully me.
Because I'm gonna explain.
Trying
This
to
is the
bully
best way I can
me.
explain. There was a whole bunch of niggas that had no drive, they had no nothing. I let them peek into my brain of what I wanted to do.
Not the try.
They
not
saw
the
that the stuff that I want to do, then everybody
Not the
could do it. Then they tried to sabotage me because they wanted the shit that was gonna work for them to work because they got desperate because they was busy selling fucking wolf tickets to niggas that they didn't have no receipts for. You understand? So now I stopped dealing because I had no other choice.
And you know what the outcome was, right? The outcome is they can't do it because they don't have your brain.
Exactly. So what are they trying to
Why
do?
ain't things
Tell people I'm
getting
alive.
done, Ruth?
What are they trying to do? They want to turn me crazy
Why ain't
so they can
things
tell
getting
people I'm
done,
crazy.
friend?
What are they trying to? You understand? So
Let's
that's
put
what's
on a
it.
friendly
No, you
level
get out of
here.
here. Don't tell me what to stay on and stay off. And now I'm kicking you. Boom. So that's what it is. You understand? Just so we can be clear.
Rue, where's anything getting done at, Rue? I mean, you're obviously riding for this guy. Where's anything getting done at?
Yep.
That's what it is.
In the morning?
So they mad at me because I didn't help them get to the next level because they had a little bit of understanding of what I wanted to do. And I could fit everybody. I have a very large plan. I could fit everybody. But the problem is they got desperate because they were selling some tickets to some shit and they needed residuals immediately. I'm on God's time, my nigga. I'm not on theirs.
They fell off and the tide is turning. They try to do that gaslight for a minute. The tide is turning now and they fell off. That's it.
Are you serious, Rue? What are
We
you
not
watching?
gonna hate either. We gonna love y'all from a distance. I'm not
What
gonna
are
hate.
you watching?
Y'all stay all the way over there. We stay all the way over
there.
there.
What it is? He accepts you.
It'd be funny, man, because
these guys can write what they want in the chat.
It's crazy, but how do people think, man?
Nah, they know what they know what they trying to do.
They say it, they knowing it ain't right. Just to say it to go against what you trying to say. And these dudes is crazy, man.
Yes, man.
Man, get out of here with that. Ain't nobody falling for the banana in the tailpipe. Get out of here with that.
The banana in the tailpipe.
When have you ever heard me not say shit? Because when have you ever heard me not want our community to do better?
Never.
You want you to do better.
I don't give it up not on that type of time. I want our
you to do
community
better.
to do better.
But you don't put into you or the community.
I remember how it was. There's a lot of kids out there that's lost. There's a lot of kids out there that don't got nobody.
And I was saying y'all should sit back and see when you in the streets with people and how they greet you. It's genuine love for you. So whatever they talking about on the internet is lies. People actually love you that mess with you in the street. They're around you, you having a good time. These people crazy on the internet, man. Only on the internet.
I get invited so much. I get invited to so much stuff. I'm gonna go to a couple of things just so y'all can see. But I get invited to dang near almost everything happening in New York City, homie. I get invited to everything. I just don't go nowhere because I don't need that validation for the most part. And sometimes I just don't. That's why I keep saying if I was actually dating someone,
you would prove it.
I'd go out because I take them. You understand what I'm saying? But for me, I don't need that.
You would prove it if you could, Jack.
That is dope though to go out with your significant other, bring her. You know what I'm saying? I like to see that couples and shit like that. That shit is good. That shit is good vibes right there. To bring your lady with you everywhere.
That's a fact.
Vibing out, chilling. Yeah.
That's a fact.
I miss them days, man.
I miss them days, man.
Focus on that energy.
We've got a hurt crowd over there, I think.
That's another reason why I don't want anybody to be focused on revenge. Don't be focused on hate.
Got a
Don't
hurt
be focused on
crowd.
hate. We're gonna focus on love. We're gonna focus on positivity. We're gonna focus on growth.
Just a mass women hate crowd.
You understand? That's what we want. We want God to bring us that energy. So that's what I want to focus on. That's why I keep trying to tell you. Satan is always going to want you to focus on shit that ain't going to improve your life. God is always going to try to get you to focus on shit that's going to improve your life because the things he wants you to focus on is magnifying his name. Whenever we're magnifying the Most High's name, we're getting inside of our purpose. So get inside of your purpose. Live for the thing that you was born and you was made for.
Damn.
God is never wrong. And he's never late.
Did you just hear this spit? Him in the chat are delusional. 100%.
Anything else you want to say, my brother? Come on, man.
You got anything else you want to say, my brother? Come on, man.
I think he's busy over there doing it.
Yeah, man. Now, like, they just know what I'm saying. Yo, we done hit all the points, really, man. You know what I'm saying? So
I appreciate you coming up here. Not for nothing. I be trying to get people to come because I just don't. Because I understand what it is. Sometimes people don't want to come up here and talk to me because not everybody. People feel like I'm gonna make them look bad.
Nah, man.
I talk really well.
The truth never makes anyone look bad.
Agreed.
The truth is always the truth.
It's the
can't look bad if it's the truth. Whether how people accept it or not. People should be comfortable in their own skin. Tell the truth and prayed up. And then the word about as long as you prayed up, that's it.
That's it. That's why I keep trying to tell people don't leave your house without putting your armor on. Because remember, all Satan really wants to do is confuse about who you are. You understand? Once Satan is confused, shout out to the Most High. That's the fact. Once Satan is going to confuse people about who you are. You understand what I'm saying? Because once Satan gets confused about who you are, now you can't communicate.
Right.
Once a person thinks it's somebody that you're not, now you can't communicate. Because everything you do, they're going to see something else. They're going to hear something.
That's totally weird, dude.
Satan is the author of confusion.
You're trying to use Satan and God in social media. It's weird, Jack.
Right.
You're trying to bring Satan to social media.
And the Most High will get you out of any situation.
Here, Jack.
If need fit. That's it. Stay prayed up, live life, and be happy. That's all it's about, man.
No, imagine. My fault. I'm not trying to cut you off, but I just want to say this real quick. Imagine.
Up. Thank you for pulling up on me all tonight. We're going to end it kind of close to here, you know, because one thing I want to talk on. 1090 Jake, you are still at fault for this. You're the one that created this platform for this guy to talk about, you know, like, but we all know Jack used his content the day before and then was so ready to fire on Jake the very next day. Jake, you should be at fault for this. But I think in the days that it should have been handled are far long beyond, right? Jake doesn't do content like that anymore. So it really is, it's hard to judge where Jake's at in this. I think he was wrong. I think he was completely wrong. But Jack, you're even more wrong. Right? You're even more wrong, sir. Because your people are over hyping you up or something that you just were a total and complete snake on Jake. You're a snake, dude. You said something about him the day before. Thanks for making the content creative to be out here. And then not even 24 hours later, you're snaking him. You're snaking him. Anything that you can get yourself attached to, I think you're trying to do, but it's not working because you don't know how to do it. See, he's found out that, you know, us content creators, we have found a way to latch onto his bitch ass. And he don't like the content that's created being latched onto him. And he don't know how to latch on someone else's algorithm because he doesn't know how to YouTube. Jack sucks at YouTubing. But he tells everybody he's so great and he's created all these fucking channels when everyone's just waiting for one thing out of Jack's channel and one thing only. Yep. Just that. We're waiting for the crash. But Jack just keeps this utter, like, it's almost like a failing. He keeps this failing thing around his chat. I got spitting all over me. It's failing. Keeps this failing aura around his chat, right? Like he does. He keeps this failing fucking aura, and he keeps telling everyone about this store and the fucking fact that he's stalking children, or the fact that people in the neighborhood might think he's stalking the child. So he goes and tells them sorry. I think these are all made up things that Jack's bringing to the table that still don't make Jack look any good at all.
So, man, so that's how they tricking y'all? By saying that I'm saying my solution is money while they're making sure that I don't have money, so my problem is literally money. So they're making sure that my problem is a lack of money while they're convincing people don't donate money because he's only...
This is the madness that we know of Jack Frost. It's madness. He's delusional. He thinks he's greater than what he is. He thinks that somebody actually paid attention to him talking about 1090 Jake. Blows me away. Like, you don't hold no credit out here, bro. You don't hold any credit out here. Your topics, you're not standing on nothing. You ain't 10 toes down out here, man. No pun to 10 toes down. But you ain't walking 10 toes down out here. So everything that you try to talk on and try to be tough about, that's not you, homeboy, right? I mean, the BBN?
Say where? Help, you know.
That's not a network. That's not a network. I'm sorry. You are done. You're just trying to rebuild. I get it. But there's not one channel on the face of this fucking earth that's ever rebuilt from 65,000 subs down to 4 subscribers, talking in the chat, and made it out alive.
Hit the block with a sack and a Glock and a back full of rock with my skill on the seat. Clutching and look at my brother behind me, he up and he busting whoever he see. Niggas be rapping, but ain't never done it. They know how I'm coming, they know I'm a creep. Shoot till the stop when I
land on my feet, Mr. Louis Gossett Jr.
Ah! Ah!
Facts, Penny. It's just the madness. Fantasy Island therapy. Woo!
We can do this. We can do this. We can do this. We can do this. This is it? We done? We done? I'm not quitting my job because niggas fucking destroyed my platform. I'm not bad at my job. I'm not bad at my job. I'm not quitting my job. I'm not quitting my dreams because other people can. I'm not gonna lie.
You know you failed on YouTube because you're horrible at your job.
I know that's the wrong thing to do, but if I assume I'm going to hell anyway. But if I worship the devil, I could die soon and probably. I'm really considering doing it. I'm not even lying. Help, you know.
I'm a motherfucking money go getter with a real nigga feeling. I do this shit with ease, bitch. I'm fast life living. I can go in any hood. They love a little nigga, couple of them hate but stay in their place cause they don't want it with me. See me looking good, beating hard, bumping in my city, riding with that sack in that street.
I'm not gonna go get a job because you destroyed my platform. My platform is just fine. If y'all wasn't here harassing me, I wouldn't have a fucking problem. If y'all wasn't here trying to make everybody hate me, I wouldn't have a problem. You're trying to force me to. Ah!